What's going on, YouTube? So we had a rough day today trading, but always ready to rebound, always ready to get better, keep going at it. This is the passion. So we're gonna do the watch list today for tomorrow, and see if we got anything going right away. Looking at KEG, one of the common patterns that I recognize is when a stock, so below is the 180 day. Sorry, let me go ahead and get my screen smaller here. Widen out these charts for you. So KEG, above, we're looking at the 180 day chart. Below, above, we're looking at the 20-day chart. So there is some heavy buying volume. There's quite a few buyers up in the 470s, 480s. Maybe we can get this bounce here at this multi-week resistance level. Not multi-week, multi-day resistance level. But it's not necessarily the highest odds play because okay, so when it opened around 440, it actually had a nice perk up beyond 5. So, and that was at its multi-day resistance. Even though there is some higher buying volume up in this region, specifically around, let's see, I would say 600 to 7K shares traded up here. It did show a nice perk, so it wouldn't be the worst play playing this off its highs around the 440s if it holds those levels, and for a potential pop up to $5. So for that reason, I'm going to keep KEG on my multi-week breakout. But it's actually, yeah, we can kind of consider it a multi-week breakout too, because it's holding at even though it's shown higher prices, it's shown higher buying volume at a higher price. Its pre-market's run-up resistance was right around 440 as well. So if it holds 440, there's some potential for it to go. It will just depend on how it opens tomorrow. So yeah, KEG, and I also do like the 180 day chart. Also a pullback to the lower fours, you know, $4 might be something worth attacking, as it's, you see right here around 380, 390. Usually over the past couple weeks, when it gets into that range, it quickly perks back up, and you know, you can get a quick 4 to 6% if you're patient with it. So yeah, KEG, keep an eye out on. Gonna go ahead and shift over to the biggest percent gainers on the day. Looks like there's quite a few, so we'll take it from the top. We'll take it from the most volatile plays. YRIV. Yeah, I mean, YRIV, you could have played this on the dollar breakout, on the dollar. You could have played this when it held 120. And then the pullback was right around its pre-market highs from 3 weeks ago. It this point, let's see if there's any solid play you could capitalize on. Potentially another pullback to the 120s you might be able to capitalize on. So So 123 would be another play you might be able to capitalize on. I'm saying capitalize on a lot. So it's meeting resistance around 205. So I want to say if it breaks, see, after hours there's some movement going on. I want to say if it breaks like $2, it could keep going if the volume maintains. This is definitely one I'm going to go back through and check the catalyst for, because, you know, the catalyst is going to have a significant impact on whether this baby can keep running or not. So YRIV, I'll write that down. I got my alerts set, and we may add it to the watch list if the catalyst is decent. Looking at the long-term chart, it's descending. Had a huge sell-off, usually something you want to stay away from, but this volume is definitely catching my attention. So YRIV, check. CPHI. So CPHI is a little too inexpensive for me. 50 cents isn't gonna work. TNXP, TYHT. Okay. Looking at this, is this really something I want to play? No. I know I drew all these support and resistance levels, but yeah, I'll stay away from it. Could pull back to 260 range and get a bounce. Yeah, could pull back to 260 in range and get a bounce. Looking at the 20-day 1 hour chart, I'll set alert at or below 264. It's just my alarm. Gotta do my laundry too. Off topic. So TNXP, maybe it comes back down to 260. I might play it, but it's just kind of a risky play. You know, I'd prefer to probably just stay away from it, to be honest. 230 range, I'll create an alert if it goes below that too. But QIHT, AMRS, TYHT, showed the bounce at its multi-week resistance, and then rip 20%. Threatened its 20-day resistance, and then held well, and then finished strong. 30% on the day, 45% on the day. Wow. $160, maybe if this holds. And then you get into the range where it's traded a little bit more. Got the 4 million volume way up here though. Other than that, not a whole lot of volume traded in this region, at least not more than half a mil to a mil shares. So 160. Okay, so there's some possibilities with this. Pulls back to multi-month resistance. Breaks out. Move 130, 140. So could pull back to 140, depending on how it opens, and do well. I'm gonna check the short interest for TYHT because tomorrow is Friday, and shorts do risk off the top of those wicks, those higher volume wicks, so I'll be watching it, you know, if it it's just weird here. Hold on. Trying to check out what's going on. Yeah, I don't really want to trade this risking off the top of its wick, because that's just super like risky in my opinion, because it could come down really hard, and I have a smaller account, so I can't really afford to do that. So yeah, I mean, if it comes down to 137, it's multi-week resistance, then maybe I might want to play it. AMRS FTR. AMRS break above 250. $265. Higher volume. Could have played. Yeah, could have played. Definitely could have played this. Not a lot of risk reward. Not the best risk reward play. I mean, you would be risking off like. You buy it on the break above around 260. With hopes that it might, you know, push towards $3-ish. Looking forward on the stock. I don't know. I don't really like it. I'd probably stay away from it. It has a sell-off from last week or 2 weeks ago with, you know, in this region at least, it's been traded about 2.5 to 3 million shares, so that's why I don't really FTR too choppy. That's why I don't really want to play that one, because there's a lot of consolidation in that region for a longer amount of time. So FTR, SOG, XOG, nope, CFRX. Oh, Wasn't even paying attention to the price. No, thank you. SRCI, TRNX. Nope, nope. AKAO, GNC. No. No. Getting into choppy territory here. HPR, PTN. Choppy. Choppy. Because I'm going to say choppy so many times. I'm going to annoy myself. I've already annoyed myself. SNSS. God dang. Could have played this, risking off the top of the wicks. This is a pretty good play. 152. Yeah, showed the bounce at 152. And then from there, it could have went to 174, 175. Our relative volume, yeah, that was a decent play right there. I don't see any clear risk on this going forward. So, you know. I mean, with this type of stock, I'm so tempted to just be like, yeah, just buy at the open into weakness, and chances are you'll be green on the day. And I mean, over the past 5 to 6 days, Jesus, this thing is, excuse my language, jeez, this thing is really ripped. I mean, 70% SNSS. CIFS, FSM. No. No. Hold on, I'm gonna go back through CIFS. Yeah, I don't like this because of the top here. 411, 412, 420ish actually. But yeah. CIFS, I'm gonna stay away from. FSM, BLDP. FSM, yeah, I already went through that. BLDP. No. PHUN, AQB. RVP, PIR. WKHS, Zkin. Workhorse. Zkin. No. BMMJ. ASYS. No risk. I mean, on BMMJ and like SNSS, they're continuous, you know, uptrends. They're ascending uptrends, but there's no clear risk. These things, they could go down any day. And I would check them out and see, okay, are these pumps, you know, why are they going up so fast, so quick? You know, but I'm not really a short seller. I don't really employ, I don't short pump and dumps. That's not really my it's not really my scope. And GTF, choppy, NM, ZRF, NM, TKC, NM, nope, TKC, I already went through TKC, I forgot about that. That was actually earlier in the live stream session. ABO, scary stock, over 1,000%. Oh, screw it. Sorry, excuse my language. Keep talking in a negative tone. ABO is not my type of play. LTBR. 80 cents bounce, no, because heavy volume, over 1 million compared to 290K now. Don't really like that. NCS, Boxel. PXS, NDLS. PXS ascending uptrend, dip to 120. Multi-week. Multi-week resistance. Volume. Is it a quality play? I don't know. This is an interesting one. I say that with a lot. This is an interesting one. I think, you know, maybe 120-ish you could risk off of, if it goes down to that level. That is, I'm probably just gonna pass, because you look here in this, some of the volume traded from, you know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, probably not worth it. You're gonna have people selling. But boy, oh boy, was that a clear double top. PXS. That's the thing with those shorts, with that shorting strategy. I mean, you got to be up early morning to try to get shares for something like that, you know. And shorts attacked it, but because if you were to wait even till market open, it's probably too late for risk reward purposes. NDLS, FRTA. FRTA pullback to $4 range. Maybe, no, probably not. CLWT, pets. Scan. Nope, nope. MHLD, FTD. Too choppy. No. USAS, SVM. AMCN, AMPE. No. No. ABUS, BPI. BPI. I remember taking those back in my lifting days. BPIs. Get your aminos, right? NUGL. I think that and multivitamin and fish oil, probably the only three you really need to take if you're lifting. PEIX, and if I'm no expert in that though. I was pretty passionate about it for a while, but obviously something else took over. Hint, hint, what I'm doing now. ANFI, PEIX, HCHC, cack on my tongue, cack on my tongue. HC, no. ICAD, and a lot of this just kind of goes back to the original justification, like choppy, 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 you know? Choppier than chop soy. TOO, no. CHMA, you know, if I can't define a clear risk on it, I'm not going to go after it. Nope. AAMAF, OIL, I've already seen that. AIQ, AKTX, and HEL. KIQ. AKTX. It's just fading. Had a slight green day, but in general, it's pretty much just fading. And hell, it is a very faded stock. NHEL is, and HEL is 46 cents, so no. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go through some of my past scans too. So from yesterday, we got AVO, NVAX. I actually kind of like AVO because it could get a bounce around $1, or not $1. It could break out It already penetrated $1. But could break out of $1 again, who knows. Saw a pretty nice shorting lower highs into parabolic. AVO, okay. Shorts attacked it. Heavier volume on the way up. Looks like a head and shoulders. AVO, no. AVO, looks like shorts pretty attacked us already pretty aggressively, so. And VAX, 58 cents, no. ADMA, looks like it's not getting a lot of movement. YRIV, already went through that. Riot, that was an interesting one. Riot will be on watch for sure. For sure. Riot's probably my favorite setup. At or below 420. I'm so immature. Weed stocks. Not even a weed stock, but boy oh boy have those gone crazy. 420. I remember when the weed stock, I remember when Tilray was just going ballistic. In Cron and CGC and yeah, I mean between those three stocks, Tilray, CGC, and Cron, I mean if you swung those, and I mean I was thinking about swinging them, I just was too cowardly. I wasn't even that into trading. I mean at that point I had just had Robinhood and yeah, I just had Robinhood and I was just kind of looking at them every day like, holy guacamole, these weed stocks are just taking off. I mean 30% a day. One day Tilray went up 160%, and I mean consecutive days it was going up 10%, 20%. Same thing with Cron, but and also IGC had a massive parabolic too. I remember that, but those are from my early days. I'd probably know how to play him now. I'd probably try to. No, I wouldn't try to short him on the backside. I'm not that good. Props to anyone who could though. If you swung that and then you could short it on the backside, you're a legend. You are. Getting off topic though. PRTO, but yeah, Riot is I'm gonna add this to my multi-week breakout. Okay, maybe it's not my favorite setup because looking at this, there is a lot of buying, selling volume in the 450s, 420-ish region, but I do think that it could still get a bounce here at 420, so we'll see. PRTO, ew, no, too cheap. GBTC, looks like a crypto stock. Not interested. EDAP, no risk, no trade. That's simple. EDAP. No. I mean, there's no risk. Nowhere to base your risk off of. I mean, you could base it off 427. But that's like, or hold on, yeah, you could base it off 427. I might have changed my mind about this one. It looks like we have a lot of playable stocks headed into tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see what goes down. EDAP though, I will keep on eye. So I originally was kind of dismissive of it because I was like, oh, there's no risk. But then I pulled up the all-time chart and when you see here, I mean, you can see pretty clearly that that top wick 425, there was a bounce there this morning at the top of the wick. So EDAP, EDAP, FTR, Zine, Mara. Yeah, Mara's too cheap. I was just kind of curious with the chart. What was going on there? Mara, NXTD, CTRM. CTRM, no thank you. XNet, Zyop, OVID, no, CNAT, CAPR, ENT, ONCS, AREX, no, 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 CY, DY, no, STKL. Yeah, it looks like we're getting into the less liquid area, so I'm gonna go ahead and ignore that. ASNA, no, MBRV, CVRS, no, VERI, no, INSG, way too choppy, NAK, no, CVM, EVGN, GM, CVM. Yeah, I've already been looking at this. I will keep an eye out on this. EVGM, or CVM, EVGN. MRNS, AQB. MGI, PES. Sorry, but look at this chart. I mean, what are you supposed to risk off of? How would you honestly play this? I cannot see a way. I mean, it's all over the place. There's resistance. I mean, 215. I mean, I don't even have to go into depth on this. You guys already understand why that's not a high quality setup. GNCA, Neptune Technologies. Neptune Technologies was actually my first, or Neptune Wellness Solutions was my first sort of speculative stock, if you may. Boy, oh boy, this thing really did go to the 5s from when I'm not even being arrogant. I didn't play it, so I have no reason to be arrogant about it. It went up 300%, 220 to 300%. Neptune. ADAP, NETS. NUGL, no. Zkin, Selb, SRAX, nope, 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 nope. VVPR, no. All right, so let's go back through my alerts, the alerts that I did set today. So I have this anger towards because that was the play I failed miserably on today. So Sob, YRIV may have been a little late. Second leg, potentially if it breaks 2. Wait for it to come back down. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna check on the catalyst for this, and then short interest for TYHT. So TNXP, just going back through some of the alerts I said, or I know I've already gone through these. $180-day chart on the bottom, 20-day chart up top, 237-ish, green alert, yeah. TNXP. Oh. ABUS riot. $420. EDAP. So I'm going to go ahead and add EDAP to the multi-month/yearly breakout. I'm going to remove SELB from my multi-day support and resistance. SELB, that is. CTRM. Yeah, maybe they bounced out it though. Riot. Maybe. KG. EDAP. CVM. Just kind of reviewing. CVM still holding that 440-ish breakout level pretty well. If it opens at that level, 430, if it opens at 440, it gaps down and it's holding 440 well, I would definitely attack that, undoubtedly. And then see what kind of resistance it's getting in the 450s, 460s. But CVM is a pretty good setup. I like Riot. I like CTRM. Let's check that one out. Yeah, I'm probably going to go ahead and remove CTRM. So yeah, we're looking at about 4 setups with Riot, CVM, EDAP. Let's go ahead and look up the short interests. So YRIV, let's check out that catalyst, and then the short interest for TYHT after this. See a lot of analyst articles. Wow, looks like Blackout Trading scored big on it. Blackout Trading is an interesting channel. I've checked that out. It's like an automated bot. It's like Blackout Trading. They talk about the ticker and the trades. It's pretty cool though. YRIV. Okay. Is this a pump? No, it's not a pump. Other stockholder equity has gone up 10 million. It's weird because they're losing money. They're not generating as much cash, but the stock is soaring. And when you look at okay, let's check out the conversation. They have 34 employees. I think this is being heavily promoted by a lot of investment blogs. Blah, 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 blah. Moving average, volatility. I mean, they're giving you all these technical metrics. I don't see anything. Looking at the financials, I see a lot of bloggers promoting it. And all they're doing is talking about MACD, RSI. Looks like they have a hemp plant in China. Getting a little off topic here with ADMA, but what a run from the 2s to the 5s. stocks, just seeing stocks like ADMA and YRIV and SNES makes me want to swing trade so badly, because it's like, if you can see some of these plays coming, you know. I mean, what is it about? I'm writing down, like, you know, ADMA, YRIV, ZIOP, SNES. Why are they running for such a long time? What's going on? Are they... I mean, man, with YRIV... This has been just a terrible company. And they disclosed in its annual report a defamation lawsuit against 5 companies for orchestrated market manipulation. So it's up because they basically accused 4 other companies of market manipulation within the same sector. And they're probably getting a heap load of cash out of that. And they probably were overly aggressive in their accusations because they're losing money. ZIOP was another one, like another quality swing over the past 2 to 3 weeks. What was going on? You know, I want to know why. Why are these running? Why did what started this 2 to 3 weeks ago in mid-March, lower March? FDA approval. QIHT. QIHT, we already know. Their whole hemp planting base in China, which is a really good sign. Yeah, I guess that's it for today. I don't know. I just I'm amazed at how YRIV can just go up so much off lawsuits. And I mean, ADMA and Zyop, those ran up because of anticipation for their FDA trials. And that's something that Kyle Dennis talks about in his approach. I haven't taken classes from him, but I know he talks about biotech breakouts and how a lot of them can, he usually buys them, you know, headed into their FDA approvals, and they start, you know, increasing over time, and he might sell them before the news, pre-market the day of the news, so boom, you know, 40%, 50% swing trades. SNES, why was this such a good swing trade, you know, dating back to a couple weeks ago? $0.98 range. Earnings winner. Contra pest product. Commercial application of their product. Contra pest. Deployment in annual animal sanctuaries. Product approval. Missed their sales estimate, but still, I mean, starting from mid-March, it was a product approval that went commercial. So I guess with all of these ADMA, YRIV, or not YRIV, YRIV I feel like is being manipulated. I feel like they're manipulating it. I feel like the company is manipulating stock big time, and they need money, because, and so they're filing all these lawsuits. They're probably issuing shares to check out Edgar. No recent activity. It's weird. They're probably issuing shares as well. Though. Yeah, so. And I was gonna look up defamation lawsuit. These companies must have said something to YRIV then, to hurt the reputation. But I don't know why they would, because It's a pretty crappy company in general, but yeah, I mean it's gaining pretty big for the past few days. I'd look for it to continue, especially if it can break $2. I'll be interested in playing it. You know, parabolics can last as long as, you know, whenever. So yeah, I mean, YRIV, maybe it'll keep going. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Watching for setups, got alerts for YRIV and TYHT. We'll see what's going on. As you can see with the swing setups, I'm almost tempted to swing trade because I'm feeling like I'm struggling with day trading, and swing trading takes way less time and effort. So who knows? I mean, the whole FDA/product approval, you know, swinging those, that's totally not a bad idea. Obviously it depends on the company and their financials and their filings and, you know, the chat rooms. So you want to form an overall thesis on it. But yeah, that'll be it for today. I bet you shorts are gonna attack YRIV at some point soon though. They could attack it tomorrow. Shorts do like to cover before obviously the end of Friday, but there's not a lot of shorts in this position right now, I'd imagine. So because the interest was actually relatively pretty low for it, but we'll be watching those setups. And you know, the swing trading approach is probably something I'll take more on when I have more money per se, because right now I'm just trying to trade and figure out the way things work. And that's kind of why I like day trading, because you're confronted with more and more decisions on a technical level, so you start to really hone in on your technical analysis skills. But there is some considerable money to be made with this swing trading, and mainly with the product approvals. And yeah, I mean, product approvals on a commercial level can really, you know, and FDA approvals can really get a spike to go, and when there's speculation it can go too. So that's something I'm gonna be looking at. You know, like with ADMA, I kind of called, like, I didn't call it out, but I was like talking about it on Sunday, because it had the upcoming FDA trial, you know. And when you look at ADMA, you look 5-day, or not 5-day, 10-day. Look at just the days leading up to it. I mean, even the Friday leading up to it, it goes up 27%. And you would have a clear risk here too of about 2 to 5%. And if you were to sell into the close in a couple days, that's a 25% gain alone. And if you sold pre-market, that's a 90% gain. That's a 70, you know, if you couldn't get a fill till after, once the market opened, that's a 70% gain. What can I say? Let's check out FDA Catalyst right now. Screw it, why not? Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna look more into Kyle Dennis because there's some real truth to like what he's saying. I mean, these FDA catalysts, when you look at the FDA catalysts, there are predictable run-ups on a lot of stocks, and we saw this with ADMA. Like you can, all you have to do is identify, okay, this stock has a phase 2, phase 3. I mean, it's the writing's on the wall. Set your risk, hold it overnight for a couple days, maybe even hold it into the event if you're that confident in the company. You don't even need to do that, and you know, you could reap serious reward. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to be looking into him, but that'll be it for today's session. I've kind of sparked a new obsession with swing trading now too, but just because the strategy seems pretty legitimate, to be honest. But that'll be it today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know it can get boring, but hey, we're learning here. We got plenty of time left. There's only the 4th or 5th video before things start to click, and I start sharing some really valuable trades and plays that I make, and hopefully it's going to help other people with their trading as well. So have a great night.